And you know, see, I'm trying to help you out here. But if you're living in the home and you're not working your anger management program, there's nothing I can do.
But I guess we're done here.
All right, look. At least let me check on Kayla and see how they're doing so I can put that in my room. How stupid do I look? They're fine. Yeah, I need to see that for myself. Kayla! You're not coming inside my house. Not today.
Daddy?
What the hell are you doing here? Get your ass back inside the house now! What are you doing here? My games are going to tell me what I want to know. I don't know anything.
Get out of here! I'm calling the cops!
So got in his car and got out of here. Next day shows up with a couple of cops to take my kid.
The guy with the gun, did Eric say who he was?
I didn't ask.
Okay, great. The call came in from a neighbor who saw one white guy waving a gun at another white guy in the street.
That's very descriptive.
Yeah. You think he recognized any of you guys?
Now, if you look through all of the dads in Eric's caseload, none of them has the guy with the gun, so I'm gonna get a sketch. Say, look at the board. Say his life sucks. I think he just left on his own.
Well, someone waved a gun in his face and trashed his office. I have a feeling there's more to it than that.
And maybe there isn't. Social workers burn out. When I was a kid, we had a social worker that worked with my family for an entire year. And one day, out of nowhere, he just quit. Quit his job, quit everything. Want to know how he did it? He left a note on a chair in his office that said, I quit.
What's got him leaving it? He just disappeared. He looks so angry. Is he another parent from Eric's work?
Not that we can tell. Now, are you aware that your husband closed out his retirement account?
What?
He took out about $10,000 in cash.
When?
A couple of weeks ago. Is it possible that he could have owed this man money?
I have no idea.
Any other reason why this man would be pointing a gun in your husband's face?
All right.
When I went back to our apartment today, I started going through all of Eric's things. This was enough for Eric's.
Brookhurst Hotel.
Never been to Connecticut.
Mrs. Hayes, do you think your husband was having an affair?
I was just losing him to his job. I guess I was wrong.
I really appreciate it. Thank you. That was the manager of the Brookhurst Motel. He said Eric checked in 2 weeks ago and paid $2,000 cash for the whole month.
Anybody there now?
No, but the do not disturb sign was on the door and the bed was made.
You need to interview the manager, the maids, neighbors, anybody that want to see the missing person. I think I figured out who Eric was hooking up with. Her name's Stacy Russell. Last night, after all the caseworkers had gone, one call came into the central CPS switchboard. From a number in Connecticut, it was hers. Just one. Yeah, but I found a few calls from his home to her while his wife was away in Philadelphia.
You think our gunman could be Stacy's husband?
You could use it as little to save time and stay out of the mess. But scrubbing still takes time. Now there's new Dawn Power Wash Dish Spray. The faster, easier way to clean as you go. It cleans grease 5 times faster. On easy messes, just spray, wipe, and rinse. On tough messes, the spray-activated suds cut your grease on contact without water. Just wipe and rinse. Get dishes done faster. New Dawn Power Wash Dish Spray. Spray, wipe, rinse.
Russell? Yes. I'm Special Agent Spade. This is Special Agent Fitzgerald. We're with the FBI. We wanted to ask you a few questions about Eric Hayes. Okay.
When was the last time you spoke to him?
Last night around 9.
And what'd you guys talk about?
I'm sorry, but what's that got to do with the FBI? Eric's missing. We understand you were involved with him. Involved? I just met the guy a couple of weeks ago. He brought his pregnant girlfriend in for a checkup. I see you're just over 8 months. Have you been getting regular prenatal care?
Trying to. I missed a couple of appointments early on, though.
How long have you been spotting?
3 days? Is that bad?
It's obviously just discounting all the time, right? It's not really that serious.
Actually, I can't say. That's for the doctor to determine.
Well, yeah, but you can tell it's gonna be fine, right?
I'm sorry, sir, but I can't share any information with you unless you're family or the father of the baby.
He is the father.
Just want to know if my baby's gonna be all right. Is it? You and your baby are going to be fine, Amy. We're just going to have to keep a close eye on both of you. He paid me $5,000 cash to act as a midwife. Didn't want to deliver a baby at a hospital. Where did they want to deliver? In a motel. Except when I went over there for her checkup last night, she was gone, so I called Eric. He didn't seem to know where she was either.
Carpet out of here today. I've been waiting here for hours. No, I can't be here tomorrow. It's got to happen today. No, I'm not dealing with a deadline, thank you very much. I'm dealing with an idiot.
Do you mind coming in and shutting the door behind you? Thanks, Steve. I wanted to tell you something. And I wanted to go.
Okay. It's great. I don't really understand why you're telling me this.
Because I felt like I owed it to you.
Because we had a fling while you were married? You know, Jack, I gotta take this. I'm sorry.
She's pregnant. Appreciate it if you want to say anything I haven't told them.
Okay. Babe. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. The three clinic records confirm Stacey Russell's story. Eric is listed as the father.
Ah, okay. Well, he emptied $10,000 from a retirement fund, $5,000 went to the midwife, and $2,000 to set Amy up in a motel. So that leaves $3,000 unaccounted for.
Well, motels are transient, and the midwife keeps her out of the hospital. This guy's doing everything he can to make her invisible.
Okay. I found Amy Jensen in the CPS system.
She didn't show up in any of Eric's files.
Because Eric's not her caseworker, Jason Barnes is. Take a look at this. On September 29th, CPS took her 2-year-old son Kevin away from her and put him in a foster home because she failed a couple drug tests. A month later, they found the kid. He had been beaten to death.
One of the parents?
No, it was another foster kid, a 12-year-old that lived in the same home.
Jeez.
Yeah, and when CPS found out that she was pregnant again, they petitioned the court to take the baby away based on predictive neglect.
When was the kid killed?
October 21st.
That was 2 days before Eric resigned.
Eric's not the father. Amy's my case. He never even met her till about a month ago.
Her CPS file has the father listed as unknown.
Yeah, officially. She wouldn't give up the name.
Now, how about unofficially?
Damon Winters.
Is that him?
Yep. He got her pregnant in between beatings.
Since Eric's not the father, what's his connection with Amy?
Well, he supervised me on a drop-in to see how Kevin was adjusting to the foster family. I'm new. They wanted to make sure I didn't miss any red flags.
Well, it looks like the both of you missed a couple red flags.
I thought the whole visit was a red flag.
How so?
Too much food, too many hugs and kisses. You don't see kids that happy at Disney World. It was totally staged.
Now, why wasn't that reflected in your report here?
Because it was an announced visit. Eric explained that they always feel staged. He said to drop in the following week unannounced to get a true sense of the home.
And did you?
I never got the chance. Idiot foster parents, they went to Atlantic City for the weekend. They left the kids alone. The only one beaten to death was the only one bad. I knew something was wrong at that house. You remember what I said?
Yes, I remember.
I split his head open like a can. That's what the cop said. What am I going to say to her? I can't deal with her, man. You know, I can't deal with any of this.
Go home. Jason, just go home. It's fine. This isn't on you. I'll make sure everybody knows that. Just go home.
What are you going to say?
Just go home. I'm Eric Gaze. I'm with Child Protective Services. I'm so sorry for your loss.
This is your fault. You took him. You took him. He was safe with me. He was safe.
So sorry, I don't...
Seeing Amy like that, it was brutal. Eric blamed himself.
Sounds like you should have.
If we make the wrong choice and leave a child in a bad home, and that child dies, it's our ass on the 6 o'clock news.
But if you place a kid in a bad home,
Then the blame goes to the state of New York.
so that's what you do around here. You cover your asses, huh?
It's the best of bad outcomes. That's the job. That's what Eric told me.
Did he also tell you he was going to resign?
No. The next day he asked to see Amy's file. A couple days later, I heard he was giving notice. We never talked about it.
Obviously, he feels responsible about the death of Amy's first kid, and he wants to give her a second chance at having a family.
Then why didn't you just petition the courts on her behalf and then work it through the system?
Because he lost faith in the system, that's why he quit his job.
I guess that explains the motel in Connecticut. She's outside CPS's jurisdiction. She's not their problem. And Eric would know that better than anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is Special Agent Elena Rivero. We need a draft back for Intel at 475 Avenue B. Yeah, the residence is
Okay, thanks. Eric's supervisor confirmed that if Amy gives birth out of New York State, they can't touch her.
Well, won't they just pass her case on to DCF in Connecticut?
Well, they're going to put in a call, but it definitely won't be a priority.
Well, keeping away from the state is one thing, but this guy, Damon Winters, that's another. I've got here that he has 2 domestic incident reports on him, with Amy listed as the victim. She didn't press charges, though.
Great, thanks. Guys, NYPD got a 911 call from Damon's address 10 minutes ago. They sent EMT. They said she had a baby.
special agent stay or with the FBI. Can you tell me what happened here?
Amy, where's the baby?
She's gone. He said he would come back. He took my girl, but he promised that he would come back.
Who?
Damon.
What about Eric? Was Eric here?
Eric came after, but it was too late. I'm in here. Here.
Why'd you do that?
It's his kid too, right? Right. She's perfect.
It's just like you, Mama. It's just like Kevin. What are we doing, Amy?
What do you mean?
You can't hide it forever.
Damon,
Being selfish, aren't we? I mean, it can't be about us. It's got to be about her, right?
I know that, but you said that you wanted this. You said that you wanted to take care of us.
I do. Selfishly, I do. Put her in the school. The second she's in the system, the state's going to take her and put her on a foster. Just like they did with Kevin. You can't let that happen. The majesty. The really big name you priced to. It's worth it on ice.
He already found her a home. A real home. With good people. He called some woman and then he went to go meet her. He put me on the couch and left.
Okay, so where was Damon taking the baby? Amy, do not protect this guy. He doesn't love you. He doesn't care about your baby, okay? Tell us where he took her.
He told the woman on the phone to meet him in Gravesend. The parking lot by the bus station.
Okay, so the last call from Damon's cell was to a woman in Chicago named Sharon Zinowich.
Is she the buyer?
Now, she's been acting more like a broker. They've been texting back and forth for the past month, negotiating a price.
It looks like he was pretending to be Amy.
Mm-hmm. He actually sent her a text this morning that said, "In labor, come now."
Well, if the broker flew in to buy a baby, I'm sure she's gonna go straight back. So I'm gonna call TSA and have them check our flight.
Oh, man.
chill, dude. Dude. Whoa, man. Oh my God.
Okay, so the last call from Damon's cell was to a woman in Chicago named Sharon Zenowich.
Is she the buyer?
She's been acting more like a broker. They've been texting back and forth for the past month negotiating the price.
It looks like he was pretending to be Amy.
Mm-hmm. He actually sent her a text this morning that said, "In labor, come now."
Well, if the broker flew in to buy a baby, I'm sure she's going to go straight back. So I'm going to call TSA and have them check all flights to Chicago.
Okay. Hey, what's up, brother?
Hey, I found Eric's car, but there's no sign of him.
Any witnesses?
No, this place is a ghost town.
Okay. Oh, hey. Does Transit have any cameras out there?
I hope not, because if they do, they're wasting taxpayers' money.
All right, let me know.
Okay, excellent. Thanks a lot.
Nothing in Gravesend.
Well, we got lucky. They're pulling Zenowich off a plane right now. She doesn't have the baby, though.
Great. So Zenowich. Special Agent Jack Malone.
I'd like an attorney.
Good, because you're going to need one. I wrote a transcript of all your text messages. Now, Chicago office is picking your life apart as we speak. You sell babies like they were used cars. That's a done deal. But we can table all that till your attorney gets here. I just want to know what happened tonight.
Not without an attorney.
If you don't cooperate and somebody involved with this deal ends up dead, I'm going to charge you with accessory to murder.
Well, if you want to offer me a deal...
I'm not offering you anything. I'm giving you a choice between preventing a murder or being charged with one. That's it.
I don't deal with kidnapped kids. That's not my business.
I don't give a rat's ass about your business. What happened tonight?
The whole meet went wrong from the beginning.
She's got, all fingers, all toes. Call your client, tell them to wire the money.
I was explicit. I don't buy stolen babies. I need to see the mother, and then I'll make the call.
I told her she's rested.
No, I gotta know that she's willing to part with this kid. The last thing I need is an Amber Alert. Who the hell is this?
No, don't do this. Just give me the baby. Come on, walk away. This doesn't concern you.
I'll let you two work this out.
Wait. Call your clients.
You know, they won't wire the money until they hear the mother's voice. You're wasting my time.
I'll take you to see her, okay? No, you can't, Damon. She's famous with the police. Damon, please, just let me take the baby. They're dead. Damon, please, listen to me. All right, listen to me. Let me buy the baby. I got $3,000 right here. $3,000? I'm supposed to get 30 grand from this baby. And you want to give me $3,000? Look, I got another 15 grand cash sitting in the office. We can go there right now. The place is empty. I'll give you cash for the baby. We can go there right now. It's over. It's done. It's easy. Take my car and drive.
And I went straight to the airport.
Did you give any thought about what might happen to that baby?
That ship had sailed.
Nice. Very compassionate. Well, you can know when your lawyer gets here.
All right, great. Sam and Viv are on their way to CPS. Is there any chance we missed something in that office? You know, ERT turned that place upside down and they never found any cash. And when Damon finds out, who knows what he's going to do to Eric and the baby.
So if Eric can tap dance long enough till we get there.
Yeah.
Come on! You already checked that drawer twice. Okay, hold on. Stop, relax, man. Relax, I got it. Let's go, open the drawer. This whole thing, they must have taken it. Don't messing around with me. You don't need to do this. I'll get you money.
FBI, drop your weapon! Damon, let him go!
Where's the baby?
She's alive. She's in the car. Shut your mouth.
That's good, Damon. That's good that she's alive. Nobody's been hurt yet. We can all walk out of here.
Stop pointing those guns at me.
We can't do that until you put your gun down. Relax, Damon. Let's talk about this. Where's your car?
It's parked. It's in the back of the building.
We got a suspect down and a baby in need of assistance.
Jeff?
There you are. I'm trying to get you all day, but your phone keeps going straight to voicemail.
Sorry. I think my battery's dead.
Oh, you am?
I am.
Well, I won't. How's it going?
Fine. Just something over my head.
You know, I talked to Samantha.
About what?
About us and everything.
I didn't think we were going to tell anyone about it.
No, I'm not telling anyone. I just told her.
Just me.
Yeah. Yeah, she'll keep it quiet.
Doesn't matter. It's okay.
Okay.
I'm fine. I have a meeting in the morning and it's been one of those days. Look, you won't be too late, right?
Oh.
Sergeant Taylor, are you finished?
Yeah.
Can I go in? Good call from the hospital. Amy and the baby are going to be fine.
Yeah, fine until the courts throw that baby right back into the system. Then what?
Maybe she'll catch a break. Got a decent judge. At least now she'll have a chance, thanks to Eric.
You know, he used his job to work through some personal issues. Is that right?
Really? And what the hell are we doing here?
Hope none of you borrowed $50 and forgot to pay it back, because trust me, you didn't forget. To Gabe.
To Gabe. This must be hard for you. It's not as bad as you think. Gabe and I have had a lot of time to get ready. Would you like to talk to me? I'd love to. How are you?
I'm doing better than I have in a long time. How about you?
I'm good.
I'm wrong with that. You want me to?
It's a party, not our support group. I can be shallow and dishonest if I want to be.
Then shallow and dishonest it is. But you know what they say. Eyes, windows. You've been struggling these past couple of weeks, and I just wish I could make all this easier for you. You seem to be having an effect on people today.
Bathroom, I thought it was back here.
It's off the kitchen.
Thanks. No disrespect, but that was the person you were looking for. I think I found him.
That was Gabe Adler. Last night he was the guest of honor at a party that our missing person on your list attended.
What happened? He drank a barbiturate cocktail. Voluntarily.
Guy had leukemia. I guess he wanted to say his goodbyes early. Audrey spent a few minutes with him, and she was last seen being taken away by a guy named Ryan in a truck.
Last night?
They don't know. Apparently he wasn't on the guest list. But that didn't keep you from stealing a variety of prescription drugs from the people that were invited.
Fellow cancer patient.
Including our missing person.
Color was truck?
Black. Left paint on the gate. Tire marks over the curb. He was obviously in a hurry to get out of here.
You might have caught him in the act of trying to steal the drugs.
Well, we don't have much, but there's an APB in the works.
What kind of cancer does the missing person have?
Inoperable brain tumor. Married, got an 11-year-old daughter, and only 1 month to live.
seizure pills before she left for the party, but she's supposed to take one every 12 hours, otherwise she could convulse.
Well, when we find her, we'll make sure she gets the medical attention she needs.
Just make sure it's Xylitol. She was on Durantin before, and that didn't work. She had a 20-minute seizure. Doctor said 10 minutes more, and I would have lost her.
It's okay, I'll make sure they know.
Now, our agents talked to everyone at the party, and no one has any information on this guy, Ryan. Do you know who he is?
She never mentioned anything with that name.
About the tumor. Had it caused her to have any behavioral changes, mood swings, outbursts, anything like that?
Just so he can tempt me. But I did walk in on a fight she was having with her boss from the architectural firm a couple days ago.
I'm not going to let you mind.
I'm only asking what's mine.
No, you are using this illness as an excuse to get things that don't belong to you.
What's going on? Honey, you okay?
Yeah, I'm just a little tired.
Brian, I don't know what this is all about.
Audrey has some files that belong to me.
And I don't care. I just need you to leave.
Fine. We'll talk about this later.
You're an ass. Other than that, there's nothing to talk about. Is that Brian Gagan, as in Gagan Towers?
The Gagan Towers, the Stokes Museum.
Wow. Blackmail's a pretty strong accusation.
She told me there was a profit pool at work and he was trying to cut her out of it. So she took some specs she had finished before she went on medical leave.
When was that?
She stopped working 3 weeks ago.
We're gonna need to see those files. Could you guys excuse me?
Sure.
Now, a profit plan would have some kind of a contractual structure. It would have been hard to cut her out if she was entitled to something. You don't believe me?
I didn't know what to think.
Now, I need a list of colleagues, friends, people who work in your house.
I'll get that for you.
And I'd like to talk to you about it.
The neighbor's getting her from school. She should be home soon.
Oh, wait.
You know, Audrey was sitting exactly where you are when she told me about the tumor. I don't think I've taken a full breath of air since.
Out of breath after 2 blocks.
Not a shame.
Last night, you had to sit down while you're fixing dinner.
Had a crime?
No, it's not. But you're getting winded over nothing. At night, you have trouble breathing. Something is wrong.
You're beginning to sound like a broken record.
Well, then here's the refrain. Go to the doctor.
I will when I have time.
Honey, you cannot put this off any longer. And what is more important than your health? So am I calling the doctor or are you?
Well, just let me know when you hear from him then. Audrey's boss, Gagan, is MIA. His secretary says that he went skiing in Catamount. Can't reach him by phone, and she doesn't know where he's staying.
Oh, that's very convenient, isn't it?
Yeah, we're suspicious. Take your pick.
You want to help Sam out?
I found me a 40-pound box of architectural files. Please, don't get up.
You'd be insulted if we did.
Which means I can't ask you to take them upstairs for engineering evaluation, can I?
You know, you have way too much pride.
Good point. Okay. Get them myself.
Check this out. All right, look, this is Audrey's hospice nurse, right? She was on the list that Jake gave to us. She got a speeding ticket last year. She's doing 45 and a 30.
Doesn't make her a suspect.
True, but I looked into her insurance coverage. Can I have additional drivers for 300, please?
Who is Ryan Leonard? That's your boyfriend, right?
Yeah. I guess.
So how does it work? You tell him where to find dying cancer patients, and he goes in and lifts thousands of dollars worth of meds?
I would never hurt a client.
What was he doing at Gabe Adler's party last night?
I worked with Gabe, as well as Audrey, so I got an invitation. He must have seen me.
Oh, God.
I thought he was clean.
You might need to take a refresher course in your nursing certificate.
Listen, maybe he and Audrey sold the drugs together.
Okay, why would you say that?
Because for the last couple of weeks, Audrey was really agitated. She was desperate for money. I mean, how can he do that? As Because I'm just one dying person and they're a giant life insurance company. I was diagnosed 6 months ago, a month after I applied for the policy. It was within their contestable period.
You could just say you tried to defraud them. It doesn't seem fair.
The tumor started growing a month after I applied for the policy. I wouldn't have had headaches. Or, if I hadn't been so busy at work, I might have gone to the doctor sooner and been cured. Not needed life insurance. It's not about fairness.
You taking then you'd be okay?
If someone murders me,
What are you talking about?
I have an old accidental death policy that's still in force. It would pay out if something happened to me.
It's not funny.
No, I guess it's not. I hate this. The things it makes me think about. The things it's trying to take away from me. I try to do that visualization. The one where Pac-Men eat it. All I see is the tumor sitting in the middle of my brain, giving me the think.
I think the cancer advanced too quickly for Audrey to really deal with all her feelings about it, so she's just angry.
She's more than angry. She's a dying woman without medication. If he was going to go on the run, where would he go?
If I knew, I would be happy to tell you.
Say she was taken, but that could be an after-the-fact interpretation.
She left willingly.
Yeah, she could have paid the guy enough money to kill her so her family could collect the insurance.
It's crazy, Jack.
In her emotional state. Mine may have seemed like divine intervention.
Does your mom talk to you about her work?
Just that she likes being an architect.
Now, Emmy, I was wondering, have you ever seen this man before?
I don't think so.
Maybe he came to the house or you saw him on the street?
No, not him.
Not him. Somebody else?
Yeah, it was Tuesday, after soccer practice. Coach said he's moving me up to midfield. I built up the stamina. That's great, sweetheart. Says I could be one of his all-around athletes. Wants me to try out for tennis in the spring.
Wow, my little Monica Sellis.
It'll be early morning clinics, but you could drop me, right? I forgot.
It's okay. It's good to forget. You don't have to remember 24/7. You play singles or doubles?
Who cares?
I do. Though I understand you might not. I left something in the car. I'll be in a second. But when I come in, I'd like you to tell me about tennis in the spring. Will you do that?
Sure. Who the lady was, but I didn't.
And you never saw what was inside that package?
No.
What did your mom do when she came inside?
She made a call. She left a message for someone, and she asked me about tennis.
Do you think you could describe the woman you saw to a sketch artist?
I'll try.
Bye.
Does she have something to do with my mom not coming home last night?
We don't know that. Excuse me. Hey.
Hey, you stay with a daughter?
Yeah, why? Well, NYPD just found Ryan's truck.
Looks like he got into an accident.
Any mention of Audrey? No. They're taking Ryan to St. Andrew's Hospital, and Jack and Martin are on their way. Okay. Thanks.
That's a great price.
That's a great price.
That's a great price. With everyday low prices on Amazon, anytime is a good time to save.
say. He's still talking to the little green men.
Yeah? What's he on?
A hand-pull scramble.
Yeah, thanks. Excuse me, man. We need to talk to him for a minute.
Right. We're with the FBI. We're looking for Audrey West. You know where she is?
You tell me. Bitch tried to kill me.
Put your head straight, yeah?
I guess.
How many fingers of movement?
4.
Close enough. This is the woman you left the party with.
Right.
So let's start from the beginning. Don't use any words with more than 2 syllables. Sure.
Oh my God, man.
Why did she leave the party with you?
She asked me for a ride.
You know, with all the people she knew there, why would she ask you?
She said I had to give her a ride or she'd rat me out.
Would you take her?
I don't know. The stuff like cops started to kick in. He's gonna lure easy.
Right. Turn right here. On 4 wheels next time.
And then we stopped. I don't know. Near some field.
And then she went all nuts on me. And that's all I remember. So this field with the rocks and flowers, how'd you get there? Take the 95, the freeway, a wormhole?
I don't know.
Why she took glass at you?
I told you, I don't know.
Okay, Sparky, why don't you just lay back and relax? He's all yours. Keep an eye on him. Who's that screwed up? No telling what he did to Audrey. But I doubt those cuts all over his face came from a minor fender bender.
Right. And they came from a woman who appeared out of a blinding light through glass in his face.
Easy to track down.
Well, the glass that cut Ryan Leonard did not come from a windshield.
Maybe somebody attacked him. He was high and confused. You know. Anyway, this trip computer in his truck resets automatically. So it gives us an 8-mile radius for his last trip.
Narrows it down. I'll have local cops start checking for her or her body. Look for smash and grabs, break-ins, any incidents involving broken glass.
Excuse me, you remember the call the daughter told us about? I checked the phone records. The call was to a Luke Seaver. He runs Audrey's hospice support group.
Yeah, she called me to tell me she wasn't coming to the group anymore. I tried to talk her out of it, but she had made up her mind.
What about this woman?
That looks like Kara Nelson. She used to be in another one of the hospice support groups.
What do you mean used to be?
I had her kicked out. She was trouble. Actually, it was Audrey's last meeting that tipped me to it.
Can this represent 1 million bottles?
Yeah, Carl, it can. Let it go, man. That's it.
Good work, man.
Way to go, Carl.
This is such crap.
Audrey? Is there something you'd like to share?
I just don't see how any of this helps. I mean, he drank till his liver rotted. She burned out her lungs with cigarettes. We're all dying. How do any of these little boats change that?
It's okay to be angry, Audrey. It's part of the process. Is that a picture of you as a little girl? Is there anything about that you'd like to share?
No.
Well, you must have brought it for some reason.
And I said I don't want to talk about it.
Excuse me for a second. What's going on, Audrey?
Maybe I'm sick of being treated like a cow. Herded off to slaughter like I've got no choice.
No one here made a choice to be sick. But what we do have a choice about is how we're going to deal with it.
Cara didn't do it your way. And look what happened. She's better.
We're all very happy for her, Audrey, but what does that have to do with you?
I want to get better. And Cara says that I can. With your little shame exercise, do that for me.
After that, I started asking around. It turns out Cara was soliciting people for some kind of healing.
Do you know what she was offering?
Who knows? You know, for a lot of dying people, you slap a cure label on something, you get a line out the door. But I'll tell you, Audrey, she could cry with the best of them, but she never wanted anything less than the truth.
What about the picture that Audrey brought?
I tried talking to her about it. She just shut down.
This woman's name is Karen Nelson. She has a history of conning dying people.
I've never seen her, but Audrey's been coping just fine. She wouldn't fall for something like that.
Well, maybe she doesn't want you to know that she's still fighting to live.
Is that why she stole those files and tried blackmailing her boss? She wanted money for this woman?
Could be.
It's like every time you think you're settled, there's something else. We started off taking normal for granted. Then suddenly we're the couple where somebody's dying. Now I'm here, learning how the woman I love has really been feeling.
Now, Audrey had a picture. She was 11 or 12, sitting on a windowsill.
She's wearing a khaki skirt and a green crew neck. I archived her photos onto a DVD.
Did you get it for us? I could send an agent to take you.
Of course. Yeah. I know it's your job, but I really appreciate all you're doing. Thank you.
The wall between the two ventricles is enlarged and obstructing the flow of blood. It's called hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. In layman's terms, it's a deterioration of the heart muscle.
And the high blood pressure and shortness of breath
Are both caused by it. I'm going to start you on some medications.
and that'll be all?
For now, wait. And flow of blood.
But I really appreciate all you're doing. Thank you.
The wall between the two ventricles is enlarged and obstructing the flow of blood. It's called hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. In layman's terms, it's a deterioration of the heart muscle.
And the high blood pressure and shortness of breath
Are both caused by it. I'm going to start you on some medications.
and that'll be all?
For now, we have to see how you respond. You might need surgery later.
Feeling okay? Some cut closer than others.
They're never easy.
No, not.
What did you find?
We got a report that a storefront window was smashed out in downtown White Plains, exactly 8 miles from where we found Ryan. Danny and I are gonna head over there now.
Okay.
This guy was tripping.
What do you mean?
There's Ryan's field with the rock and the flowers right there.
Uh-huh. Hey, hey, you have any idea what happened here?
Yeah, crazy lady got into it with the owner. She gave a piece of marble some wings.
The owner around?
I don't know, I was just told to go fix it.
You have a name and number?
Yeah, it's, his name's Brian Gagan. I'll call the office for his number.
Gagan, the architect?
If you say so, I'm just here to fix the glass. Listen, I really need to get these measurements in.
Yeah, go ahead. You're right.
So what?
Getting taken off? I'm definitely suspicious.
Yeah, and I guess he was dead serious about not being blackmailed.
Personal space runs out. Monthly income for life from TIAA doesn't. Get guaranteed monthly income in retirement.
When I started this gig, everyone said I was crazy. So 15 years ago, I got my first Subaru, and I did it anyway. For more than 500,000 miles, my Outback always got me there. So when it was time, of course I got a new one. Because my kids still need me. And I need them.
Welcome to the all-new Subaru Outback. The most reliable Outback ever. Go where love takes you.
Mr. Gagan, how was the snow?
It's okay.
You want to tell us what happened last night?
Well, it was pretty straightforward. I went to my gallery for an artist's opening. I drove up to Catamount afterwards.
2 fights with Audrey West. One at your gallery that resulted in a shattered storefront. That seems straightforward to you.
Audrey and I argued, and then she broke the glass, but I didn't do anything to her.
Really? I have a theory. Audrey needed money. She tried to blackmail you. You didn't want to be exposed. You know where the rest of the story's going.
Why would Audrey blackmail me?
For stealing her work, maybe? We analyzed the concept drawings that Audrey took from your office. Those celebrated buildings that you took credit for, those were Audrey's designs.
Why would you go through that theory?
No. Audrey got pretty riled up. But I did not kill her. You missed the opening.
Where's my $50,000 I told you to wire?
And I decided I don't want to be blackmailed.
You don't care if people find out you haven't had an original idea in years? Or that maybe you've never had one?
Is it my fault that I have an eye for talent? It's a good quid pro quo. The young ones give me a few good years, and then later we share in the spoils.
Well, I want my spoils now.
Because you're dying.
Yes, because I'm dying.
Well, I'm not going to give it to you. You broke into my office and stole files. And now you've deluded yourself into thinking that somehow you have designed 2 of my buildings. Maybe it's the tumor. But whatever it is, it's not worth liquidating assets for.
You son of a bitch! Stop it!
Audrey took off down the street. The guy she was with got into his truck and drove the opposite way. That is the last I saw of either of them.
And you just let her leave one of your paintings.
I figured I got off easy.
Can anyone verify where you were after that?
I was with Paula Capone, artist from the show. I picked her up at her place and drove her to Catamount with me.
Write down her name and number. You're here until she confirms your story. Washed up architect, stiff dying woman. Should play well in the evening news.
No, that'll do it. Great.
Okay, the architect's story checks out. His budding Picasso was king with him.
Okay, well, we believe Gagan. Audrey wasn't with Ryan after she left the gallery, but I still haven't found a cab that picked her up.
That includes gypsy cabs?
I'm working on those next. Let me ask you, how long did the husband say she could go without her next bill?
About 12 hours, and if she didn't take her dose this morning, she's long overdue.
You know, you've been very helpful. Thank you. Guys, I found Karen Nelson from the hospice group.
Where?
She's living with an elderly widow in a Central Park West apartment.
What's the connection with the widow?
Well, she's dying, she's vulnerable. According to her doorman, Karen's installed herself as the woman's caregiver.
What about him, Peter?
Yeah, NYPD's reeling her in as we speak.
We subpoenaed your bank records and compared them to Audrey's. You know what we found? There were withdrawal amounts from Audrey's account that are identical to deposit amounts into your account.
Was she giving you money outside her house?
Yes, I sold her some herbs, legally imported from Thailand.
And why would she buy herbs from you?
Because she thought they would help her.
And did your sales pitch include that those herbs had healed you?
I had cancer of the lymph nodes. Yes. Could you give me the name of the doctor who told you you were cured? I don't have to tell you that.
Well, actually you do, because fraud is getting people to part with their money based on a lie.
See, here's the thing. We don't seem to have any record of you visiting a doctor for any kind of diagnosis.
So we can charge you right now. Or you can prove to us that you're not a fraud.
Your third option.
Uh-huh. Tell us what happened with Audrey.
I was working on her for a while. Wasn't having much success, so after her seizure, she got a lot more desperate after that. Hearing that I was cured was the final fly on the line. And she finally bailed about a week ago. Am I being stupid? Is it stupid to want to live for your family? I tried being accepting, dying the good way. Nearly dying from that seizure and then watching Dave get sicker. I'm not ready. I know. You're like me. That's why I have to share this with you.
Now, you told me about the shame exercise.
But, the picture you brought to the group. You were in 6th grade? 7th. I was in boarding school. A place called West Yorktown Academy.
Mm-hmm.
Something happened there. Something that made you feel dirty. Yes. That's it. I can feel that. That is the energy the tumor's feeding on. I'm sorry. What's wrong? It's too strong. I'm just a novice. I'm not even supposed to be doing this. Then what do I do? I don't know. There must be something. Maybe the monks could help us. They did it for me. How does that work? Do I go there? No. No, you make a donation to pay for medicine or for their school. I tell them that a generous benefactor wishes only for their enlightenment and for a prayer for their own good health. How much should I give? I give them $16,000 for my pilgrimage. I don't know. As much as you can. What's important is the intention. You know, you're also going to have to face the source of your pain. Find him. Yes. Settle things. She called me the next day. Said she found a way to get me maybe 15, 20,000. I told her that sounded like a good amount.
She was desperate.
Aren't most dying people. Did she happen to mention the name of this guy?
Oh, don't stop now. You're on a roll.
I have no idea. I stopped listening after she told me she'd get me the money. So can I go now?
Yeah. It's a federal prison.
I thought I was getting a deal.
And Audrey thought she was getting a cure.
So when she was dealing with this comment with Carol Nelson, or you made reference to the fact that there was something that made her feel dirty, what do you think? Abuse?
It's possible.
But there's no record of it in the past history.
Not yet. But her school closed down 10 years ago, and we're digging through those files. But a local paper reported a day of prayer and reconciliation 22 years ago. The school even brought in a therapist, so something must have happened that we needed to deal with.
Well, at least you know the haystack you're looking at is 22 years old.
Sir, I understand your wife is retired. Yes, I just need her for 1 second, please. I want to talk about one incident at the West Yorktown Academy. That's all.
I know your paper must have run a lot of articles since then.
No, I understand that, Dr. Wilson, but yeah, anything you could tell me about your conversations with Audrey would be great.
Yes, what's the phone number? You're sure. Inappropriate behavior with a student. Do you know if any charges were ever filed? No. Okay, is that James Corwin with a C or a K? Well, a former colleague told me you taught science. Yeah, and there was some kind of problem in the department. Thank you, Mrs. Corwin. Bye. That was Mrs. Corwin. Apparently, Mr. Corwin got a call from a former student last night. Went out to meet her, stayed for over an hour, and when he got home, he refused to talk about it.
Probably wasn't too happy about a 22-year-old secret coming out to ruin his life.
So why did you go and meet Audrey West last night?
She called and asked to see me.
Recognize it? That's you and Audrey when she was 12.
I know where you're going with this. I didn't abuse Audrey.
We know she came to confront you last night. You were the last person to see her before she went missing. Why don't you just tell us what happened to her?
I did see Audrey last night. But not for the reason you think.
Really? What do we think?
You didn't have to bring coffee.
An unexpected call from an old student is worth a drive and a latte. What's the occasion after all these years?
We have to talk about what happened.
There's no need to drag up the past.
No, we do. I didn't mean to hurt you.
I understand Mr. Corwin took you on a stargazing trip. Is that true?
Yes, ma'am. We were trying to find binary stars.
But you were unsupervised, alone and at night. Just like when this photo was taken.
Mr. Corn was doing me a favor. I missed the science club picture.
He was obviously looking for chances to take liberties. Now, I know you are worried about your continuation here, Audrey. Your parents have been very inconsistent with their tuition payments. But I don't want you to have to worry anymore. That's why I've arranged for a full scholarship.
Oh, wow. That's great.
You just have to tell me the truth about Mr. Corwin. Now, when he took this picture, and you were alone in the schoolhouse,
Yes?
did he take that opportunity to fondle your breast?
I ruined your life for a lousy scholarship.
You were just fodder in an adult battle. The big donor wanted my head for calling him a moron. Others would have squawked if there wasn't good cause.
They wouldn't listen when you told them the truth.
Innocent stargazing between a male teacher and a 12-year-old girl can sound sleazy pretty quick. I should have been more careful being alone with a student.
But then because of me, you couldn't teach anymore.
So life gave me salt, I made margaritas. My life turned out fine. What's going on? Are you okay?
I've just been having some troubles in my life, and I thought that if I fixed yours, that things could turn around for me.
Well, then consider me fixed. Remember what I used to say in class? Screw the results. Relish the process. She seemed to get it all out, and then she was fine. She was going to get the next bus. I offered to wait with her, but she said she was going to enjoy the night sky. As something wrong with her, isn't there?
She's dying.
FBI, ma'am. Have you seen this woman?
Yeah, I saw her around 11 o'clock last night. She was over there.
Did she get on a bus?
Nah, she was a little wobbly. I think she had too much to drink. But her friend was helping her.
Friend, what was this friend like?
Young guy. I started to go over, but he had it handled. Yeah, he was helping her with her stuff.
Direction they were going in?
Yeah, right back over there.
Thank you.
Sure.
Martin. Yeah, she's been spotted. I think there may have been an assault. You take the parking lot, I'll take the yard.
Audrey!
Bus station maintenance area. Yeah, that's right. Thanks. She alive?
She's breathing by the shower.
The ambulance is on its way.
Husband and daughter are on their way down.
Oh, I swore I'd never be back here. And this is where I end up, putting everyone through this. All because I wanted more time.
Nobody can blame you for that.
Before my diagnosis, it was always about what would happen one day. And then when I got sick, I kept skipping the here and now.
But you still have that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh my God.